our first call, no falling, just my getting over him guy.
For you, from first to second and third album, obviously there's so many experiences in your life. How do you feel that your writing has evolved, or how making music has maybe changed for you?
Writing for this project, I was really, really proud because I essentially wrote all of those songs in about an 8-week period, maybe a little longer. I mean, there were a few, the ones that were already released, I obviously wrote before, but I sat down with my manager and my publisher, and they asked me to write the album and have it done by I don't know, March. And it was December. And I was like, I can't do this. And by write it, I mean, write it, record it, and master it by March. And so I was like, I don't think I can do this. I had a nervous breakdown. I was crying. But then after that meeting, I wrote some of the best songs I've ever written. And I think because I was in a pandemic and it was such an emotionally supercharged time for everyone, I could definitely feel that in my writing. And I think the thing that's changed the most for me is just my belief in my writing. I've been really fortunate over the last 10 years, to write with some of the best people in Nashville, and those people believe in me now, which makes me believe in me. And I'm able to just create and not be nervous going into the sessions and have more of a clear idea of who I am and what I want to do. And I think you can really feel that now with the music.
You also featured 3 wonderful humans on this album, and you have been featured on so many different projects. But how do you kind of venture that and decide when it's okay for you to be featured or have somebody in a song? Because that's a whole process in itself.
Well, I did a ton of features in this pandemic because I was just trying to do, a lot of people were asking, and I pretty much said yes to all of them because we were trying to find ways to still connect with people. And a great way to do that and to introduce myself to new people is to partner up with other artists. So I've been really fortunate to be asked quite a bit. I've done a ton, but I've never done any on my own. So with this project, I wanted to branch out and do a couple of my own collaborations. And I was pretty intentional. I wanted someone outside of the format. And then obviously John Part. So that's Lucas Graham, which is one of my favorites. And John Party, he was just my buddy. And I've collaborated with him on his album before. And we are really, really, really close. So that was just a natural fit for me. And then Trisha Yearwood.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
I think you're getting good. Isn't that your song?
He was one of my idols and has become a good friend of mine and a mentor of mine. I think we picked the perfect 3 for the album.
But you mentioned Trisha, who I believe calls you Junior Trisha sometimes. Or
She does. She does.
But you have a book also coming out, and she wrote the foreword to it. Do you remember your reaction, or what was it like for you to read that the first time? Because I can imagine that must have been an out-of-body experience.
Okay, she just texted it to me, and I was I read it, and I sobbed. I'm not kidding, genuine tears. And I called my parents. I called everybody that would care. I was I got to read this to you. And I was just thinking about being a little girl singing Trisha's songs, and fast forward to where I am now, and for her to write such kind things about me and to respect me was just mind blowing. I had full body chills.